Oh, good morning. Good morning. It's a beautiful morning. Yeah. I think I'll go outside for a while. For a while. Enough of that. You're never going to believe what just happened, my tubies, my Teletubbies. Mr. Man, I call him Dust Mite, just came by, my ex-husband, whatever. How I'm reluctant to say that. I just came around here. I was sitting in the kitchen, preparing things in my kitchen and everything, and my terrace door is open, and he calls me Sheila, which is so tacky, calling people like that. And I go out on the terrace. He's driving some type of transportation truck, whatever. Let's see how long that lasts. Anyway, and he's like, I'm like, yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up, dude? Really? I'm like, whatever. Because I'm thinking he's over there in Buffalo somewhere. Because somebody told me that they saw him over in Buffalo. Because I have my phone number listed here. And they said, I know your husband. I've seen your husband over here in Buffalo, blah, blah, blah. They called me and tell me whatever. But anyway, I was like, so, yeah, what's up? What do you want? I just was here and around here, and I just wanted to stop by and say hello. Say hello for what? Really? But like I tell you, my tubies, my Teletubbies, years could pass by, and they will always try to circle back to you to try to see if they could try to set you up again, manipulate you, whatever the hell. And games, baby, games. So I'm on the terrace talking to him, and the first thing I said, so what about the $750 you owe me? I see that you seem to have a job here, so you should have no problem paying me. Because as far as I'm concerned, you stole $750 from me. He thought that I was going to forget about it. No, baby, no, I don't have Alzheimer's, and I'm not that old, if you will. And he looks skinny, face drawn, still looking skinny like a skeleton, a walking skeleton with the crack and all that nonsense. Is he still on crack? I'm sure he is. Yeah, of course he is. Was I shocked to see him? I was shocked. I was in my kitchen singing my song. It's a beautiful morning. Oh, yeah. I think I'll go outside for a while. For a while. And right when I said for a while, that's when he called me. I was like, well, at least he saw me in a good, happy mood. I was like in my kitchen having a celebration because life is good. So it's like I keep telling my tubies. I have a lot of my tubies that call me, and they have broken hearts and all the things that they're going through, which I totally understand. And I could definitely empathize. And they keep asking me, Sheila, do you think that he's going to come back? Do you think he's going to what is that? Do you think that he's going to hoover me? And I asked them, do you want him to hoover you? Do you want him to come back? They're like, yeah, I do, because they want some type of closure and they want to be the ones to have the upper hand. That's why they want them to come back. I don't know. It's because, yeah, normally the reason why my tubies who I speak with want them to hoover them is because they want to be the one to break it up. You know what I mean? Normally, he or she is the one who broke it up and they want to be the one to have the upper hand. Do I understand that? I do. I get it. But make sure that you're careful. If he does come around to hoover you, what time is it? Make sure that you are strong enough to deal with that, because you have a lot of my tubies who these characters come back around and they're too weak to resist these people. I'm not that weak, sweetheart. When I say I'm done, I am done. You know what I mean? Because I think about, I put what were the good points in this relationship and what were the bad points. There was more bad, man. Freaking 50 rotten things and maybe 2 or 3 halfway decent things, I'm not saying that a relationship is supposed to be perfect and you're not going to get 100%, but you should get at least 80% out of the relationship. You should. We know that people are not perfect. Neither am I. At the same time, I give more. Believe me when I tell you, Tubies, they get more than 80% when it comes to me. That's why he keeps coming back around. I know it's just a matter of time before I hear from him again. I knew he was in Buffalo. He done blew it up over there, messed up everything over here. So now he's back over here in Albany. You know what I mean? And then he stands up and I asked him, so when did you get back from Buffalo? I wasn't in Buffalo. He was like a child. He looked like a kid again, trying to, and lies. The thing is amazing how these narcissists, they never change. Lie, lie, lie. I know he was out in Buffalo because somebody told me they saw him out there. Okay. So no, I wasn't out in Buffalo. No, not me. And then I said, and then he said, look, Sheila, I got to tell you, the whole time that I was with you, I never cheated on you. I never cheated on you. I said, you know what? I'm out. Deuces. I said, I'm leaving. And I just turned around. I came inside my house, closed my terrace door. You see, that's something that they think that empaths don't have the strength to do, to walk away. Honey, I can walk away from that because I'm done with it. I'm done. You see what I'm saying? Because you sitting up here, you're gonna tell me bald-faced lies. You just came around me again, nigga, and you came out the gate with lies. Pathological. Maybe they can't help themselves. Something's missing in their head. Something's wrong. When they say that narcissists never change, that's not true. They do change, but it's never, ever for the better. They always change for the worst. So I guess he wanted to see if he got some kind of pimp game. Tubies, his pimp game, he never had no pimp game. Not really. Not really. That's funny. And then I remember another time that he had came by and we were talking on the phone and he was like, you know, he wanted to have sex with me, right? And I was like, that ain't happening, buddy boy. He says, well, it's not like it's somebody new. You know, it's still me. It's the same guy. Hell no. Because I know some people, check this out. They purposely go out there and get something like crabs, or they'll purposely know that they have an STD, like syphilis or gonorrhea or chlamydia or trichomonas, and they want to come and have sex with you because they want to give that to you. I know a woman who, it was stupid of that other person. She said that she was talking to her ex, and the ex admitted that they went out there purposely to get crabs. So they purposely wanted it to forward it, push it on their partner. So then everybody's asking them, but what about the fact that you have crabs? And then the person, oops, I didn't think about that. Oh, that's way too funny, man. These people out in this world is a trip, Tubies. They are a trip. Anyway, I have my morning plan for today. It's Saturday. I'm not going out there because of that coronavirus. Be careful, people. Be careful, because where I am now, it's here. I can't believe it's here. Albany, Schenectady, Saratoga, Rensselaer. I can't believe it. So they're telling everyone, if you don't have to go out, don't go out. Even though some people are saying that coronavirus doesn't affect black people, ebony people. It doesn't affect us. I got to do research on that. Because my roomie, she works in pharmaceuticals and stuff where they're constantly trying to come up with, she's a brilliant girl. They're trying to come up with the cure for this. And she's a part of coming up with the cure, combining all of this. Anyway, she's gone. She left for the weekend. She'll be back on Monday. Guess where she's going? To Texas. This is the most traveling girl I've ever experienced. She's a Sagittarius. Sagittarius, man, I've never experienced them before. Her, nice. But she's African. That's the difference. I don't know what American Sag are like, but this Sag, I love her. You know, she cleans up behind herself. Rent is always paid on time or ahead of time. It don't get no better. I get the money that I need, and I get my space and my free time. She works every day. Then there's times when we would go to church together, or if she has like a free moment every now and again, we'd do a movie, a dinner, something like that, you know? But this is the perfect roommate. This is what I'm trying to tell you, my tubies. Listen up. You do not have to put up with these dust mites. You want someone to share your life with? Of course you do. Get a roommate. I was speaking to one of my tubies. She knows who she is. And her daughter moved. She has 3 bedrooms. So I was like, look, the kids are out of here. Honey, that's 2 roommates you could get. Think about how much an apartment or a room is these days. It's what? $600? And then they got to buy their own food. So that's $800. Or they're going to have to spend more money than that. Right? So you charge them something like $600 or $700 a month. Right? That's extra money for you because you could already pay your own bills on your own. So the money they're giving you, that's money to save. Think about it. I had to play catch up with mine because my roomie went away to the military for almost a year, 11 months. So I had to kind of live out of my savings and all that other stuff. Long story. But the point is, I keep thinking about that song. I keep thinking about the lifestyle of single girls. Single. Living single. Oh, it's a single type of world. I'm glad I got my girls. That living single, I think it's called. Living single. Oh, it's a single type of world. That's it. Living single. The Golden Girls. Hot in Cleveland. These are all women who love men still. Like I do. I love men. But they don't have no man living in the house. We're so good, baby. We can work it out. We're good. Just don't live in my house. You know? Because like I have to make it clear to people. Some people would say to some women who are divorced or women who are not in a relationship with a dude, a dusty, whatever. You don't know how to keep a man. No, honey, I'm great at keeping a man. I can keep a man. They always come back to me anyway. Look at this. What just happened here? Coming over here. I just came back to say hello. Yeah, okay, dude. I'm not interested. When I say I'm done, believe me, tubies, I am done. You can sit ahead and do cutthroat. Cut my throat, stab me in my back. Yo, son, that's not cool. No, I'm not good. I know how to keep a man. What I need to learn, I don't need to learn. I don't know how to keep a boy. I don't know how to keep a boy. Now, you have a lot of people out here who have been married. They say, we've been married for 20, 30, 25, excuse me, I'm being nosy, 25, 30 years. Yeah. Because they know how to keep a boy. They're paying his bills. He don't work. He's unemployed, half of them. And for the ones who are employed, they just give you a couple of crumbs of the money. You're doing the heavy lifting financially. You're paying most of the rent, most of the utilities, most of the Wi-Fi, cable if you have that. You're buying most of the food. He's taking his little money. Since he only have to give you crumbs, he have all that extra money left over for his side piece. Freak a side piece. He could afford 2 side pieces. It's good to leave these Negroes broke. Or at least you have a joint account where you can see the money. You know, you go online right here, check it out, go right there, look at my money. I got my money on my mind and my mind's on my money. Right here, I got this app here, money. I got both of my bank accounts on here and my PayPal. I don't know if you can see that. I got both of my accounts on here. You see that? I always check my money. So if I'm dealing with a clown, a dude, it's just that the circus is usually always in town. I want to always be in a position where I could check the bank account, the balance, okay? Thank God for these bank apps. Because you're not going to sit up here, you throwing me some freaking $500 a month. Nah, baby, because you know what? If I throw you out of here today or tomorrow, you're not going to get out there and pay no $500 a month to live. You're going to pay at least $600 for a room. My ex was paying $625 for a room, and then they raised it to $650 because he was such a pain in the ass. So they raised it to $650. That's just rent. We're not even talking about food. Let's just say most people would spend $50 a week on food, your toiletries, and stuff like that. $50 a week. Now take 50 times 4. That's $200. So he's paying $600 for this room, not even a whole apartment, a room. That's $600, and then that's $800 easy. Okay, that's not even counting if he has to pay his own utility bill. And what about when cable? They may have Wi-Fi included, but you got to pay for your own cable, dude. So that's going to run you, and you're going to spend at least $900 easy. So like I said, whatever you would have to see, I'm not like that. I asked for $700. I think $700 a month for a guy to give me $700 a month, I'm good. But for other people's homes and households, like my girlfriend, she laughs at the fact that you only ask for $700 a month. I said, yeah, that because that works for me. That just works for me because I can pay my own bills even without them. So if I get this $700 or this whatever, that's savings. I take $200 to hang with, right? You take $200 out of it and save $500. And usually I try to spend $25 a week. $25 a week. And the reason why I chose $25 because for women who don't work, their husbands usually give them $25 a week. What the hell are you supposed to do with that? $25 a week goes easy, man. Come on. So if I don't spend my $25 that week, I got another week. So I got $50. The way you got to juggle money, man, when you're living the rough life. But yeah, so you got your savings, you got your little money to hang out with for a minute, if you will. And yeah, but don't sit up here and let no dude move up in your house and he's giving you less than $700. You should not take less than $700. Some people, they say they'll take $500. Don't take less than $500, okay? And you only take that if you could pay your own bills without they're behind. Because nah, baby cakes. God ain't raised no fool here. Yeah, so like I'm saying, a woman should never take less than $700, and if you got to push it, whatever the hell, $500, that's on you. But I'm a wiser woman now. Like I said, the world is a concrete jungle. I went out there into that concrete jungle, Tubies, as a kitten. You know what I'm saying? I went into that jungle without prayer, in the concrete jungle, well, with prayer or whatever. And I came out a lion. Because you have a lot of people in this world, they don't make it out of the concrete jungle a lion. They're still kittens or they've been devoured. You can't be letting people sit around here, lay up on you, live up on you for free like these women got these dudes don't work. Oh, man, that'll never work for me. You don't work? Or even if it's a guy, if he don't work, but he has an income, where it's guaranteed he's going to give you your $700 a month. Like if they have that SSI thing going on. Or you make sure, look, we're going to have direct deposit. That means before he even gets his money, it comes out and goes right in your account. Like they do it at like I do like with my rent. It automatically, they pull it out. I'm sorry, indigestion. I got to go take some more Tums. Yeah. That way you don't have to fight about money. And now we have the Cash App. Yeah, I want to see the rent in my put the money in my Cash App, dude. Make sure it goes, you can make a direct deposit to you. I don't think you can do that with your Cash App. Make a direct deposit to a Cash App. I don't think so. But a bank account, come on. Or if you don't have a bank account, go to the store and buy yourself one of those cards. And you could set up a direct deposit that it comes to you every month on the 3rd, every month on time. But like I said, the point of this video is when I tell you that narcissists will always come back, baby, they always do. So just sit back, relax. He's going to come a-knocking. Or a screaming out the window, whatever the hell, man. Who gives a damn? Man, please. You think I would ever go back that way? Never. Because we don't have anything in common. Things that I like to do, he don't like to, because he doesn't have any morals. I have morals, you know what I mean? You have a lot of people in this world who lack morals. But like I'm telling you, like I tell my tubies who have been blowing up my phone, here it is, blowing up the phone. I keep it near so I can see who's calling, and I can try to return the calls. I try, but I answer a lot of emails too. So keep that in mind, tubies. If I don't get back to you ASAP, it's because I'm typing up emails, I'm typing up this, I'm trying to get that, and then I'm up here making phone calls. Hi, Tubi. Hi. Yeah. Is this Sheila Trula? You got it. Yeah. So anyway, just sit back, baby. They're coming. Like I told my other Tubi just recently, she was like, but I don't think he's going to come because he knows that I found out the truth about him and he's not going to come back. Is he going to come back, Sheila Trula? He's coming back, babe. I promise. Guess what happened? I don't know. I think a month, 6 weeks passed or whatever. He texted her. Stupid ass text because she sent, you know how you can screenshot the thing? She screenshot it to me. I said, first of all, is the guy illiterate? Because the way he was talking, I was like, this is cray cray, baby. No, he seems illiterate. And then she wanted to know, why is he doing this? Can you explain? What do you think? And you know how we girls can be. You know how we are. And you want to know why and all that. Guys don't get it. But anyway, so I'm thinking about this character who just came back here. Not once did he want to say, when I said, what about my $750? I see that you have a job here. You think he would say, you know what? He says, no, because the video you made about me calling me a narcissist, Sheila, that was wrong, man. That was wrong. It's amazing. I laugh because in my head I'm thinking, it's amazing how these clowns never change. God, man. Yo, come up with something else. Do you have one original thought of your own? You copying off what you hear these pimp niggas on the street say. Yeah, he thinks he's gonna come to see how sharp his game is. Game is way off. Way off, dude. No, hell no, man. The sex was weak. I mean, other women, they usually go back to the guy because maybe the sex was good. You know, he had some good penis that he was swinging. This character, no, not so much. Our sex life was horrible because he didn't know how to. You know, you have to have skill. Women don't really have to have skill. Or you can lay there and just open your legs and gyrate, move circles a little bit if you want, whatever. A man needs some skill. This kid didn't have no skill. None. Because he was so used to being with prostitutes and homeless street whores and people on Skid Row and he always liked people who use drugs. He likes having sex under the influence of drugs because God is number one. That's nice. You're right about that, babe. Yeah, he likes having women who are on drugs because he knows he has no skill. It's not him that's exciting the woman. It's the drug that's getting her excited. Let the drugs, let her stop using the drug and let the drug come out of her system. Oh man, she ain't feeling none of that because there's no skill there. His sex is very, let me tell you, I don't know if you've ever experienced this. It's robotic. It's cold. It's robotic. I warmed him up a little bit. I said, wow, I got an idea of how he treats females. This is nah. But I was married to the guy, so you know, you're married. The Bible says you're not supposed to deny your husband. Your body belongs to him. His body belongs to you. All the above, you know, blah blah blah. Yeah, but that sex was weak, kid. So like, if he would have drove up like he did today, and the sex was good, I could say, yo, maybe we could, you know, hit me off with one. Hell no. Hell freaking no. I'm looking at this. Oh man, my nephew is home. He, you know, incarcerated. He's back, and my niece, she just sent me a picture of them. Cool, baby. My nephew is home. Look, tubies, my nephew and my niece. Now that's a slugger. That boy would kill for me. You mess with his aunt, man, or I think of his aunt or whatever, that boy will kill for me. He's not the one to be messed with. All I gotta do is tell him I got some problems up here, man. Some clown is trying to. No, but I got a couple other people that I know, but I don't have to hang out with them too much because they're part of what is that, the Bloods or whatever the hell. I ain't feeling that. But I know that if I get myself in a jam, check this out. I will never date, and this is what I need to, how you say, suggest to my tubies, the female tubies. You know, before you get out there in the dating game, tell me something. What is your safety plan if this guy gets abusive? You see, I think about all of that ahead. What is my safety plan if anybody that I date, if they get abusive? Do you have friends or family that's willing to defend you? You see, like my nephew here, he'll put you in a wheelchair. He will put you in a wheelchair. So I don't sweat the small stuff. And then I got, what's his face, Chris, whatever. And then I got Rick, cray niggas. You know what I mean? So you have to always have a safety plan. If he starts getting abusive to you and you ain't got no family, you don't have no brothers, you don't have no friends, what's going to happen? If he starts getting abusive, what are you going to do about it? What can you do about it? You got to think ahead, my tubies. So if you're sitting there and you're single and you say, you know, I want to start dating again and that's what I want to do, then you, hold up. Contacting, yeah, I'm calling my nephew. Make sure you got a safety plan, honey. Please. Dude did not answer right now. Hold up. I gotta call her at home. Yeah, man. If you ain't got no safety plan, don't even think about going out there, because when he starts to get cray, and they usually do, you gotta know what's up. You know, that's why I always suggest to my tubies to always read the Proverbs of the day. Like today is the 14th, right? So you read Proverbs chapter 14 because it's going to help you to always think wisely. You know, I already know not to jump into anything if I don't have a safety plan. And I learned all of this stuff from the book of Proverbs. Like the book of Proverbs, it teaches you that when you're going to loan someone something, you get something to hold on to, like their bank card or their debit card or whatever, to make sure that they pay you back. That's what Proverbs tell you to do. But anyway, my tubies, my Teletubbies, I am going to close. I'm making several videos today because it's the coronavirus out there. We're told to stay indoors, which I have no problem with that. It's just me and Matika, Pukalaka. You want to see Pukalaka? Well, Fathead is nowhere around at this moment, but you may see him in a later video, okay? This is Sheila Truelove, and like I said, honey, the Narcissist will be returning. It doesn't matter how many years pass. If you were good supply, I wasn't good supply. I was amazing supply. I was great supply. And when he sat up there and said, you know, the video you made calling me a narcissist and all of that, that wasn't right, Sheila. That wasn't. I said, yo, man, yo, Rob. What have I ever done to you except for have your back, man? I always had your back. And he was like, yeah, and I was like that with you too. I had your, no, you didn't. You ain't never had my back, son. Never, ever. I can't remember one incident or situation I was in where the kid had my back. No, he did once. I remember once. It was, yeah, I was short on something. He came through. But it was with a hidden agenda. 11 years that you sat up here and invested. I always see them as investments. You invest in this person, and all you got is when he came through for you once, when you was in a major situation. Freak you, no. And you my husband too? Nah, man. No. She the true love said hell no. So no one understanding how he is. He's Taurus. He's a Taurus, but he has almost all of everything else in his planet. Aries. And when I was in this, Aries are the children of the zodiac. They never grow up. Never. And you always end up feeling like this is more of a parent-child relationship instead of me looking up to my man. I don't know how to keep a boy. You could keep a boy easily. Just let him come in whenever he feels like it. Anytime after 12 o'clock midnight, that's the next day. Let him come in whenever he feels like it. Don't say nothing. Don't bitch about it. Pay his bills. And when I say pay his bills, he's giving you less than $700 a month. If he's giving you less than $700 a month, you're paying his bills. Okay. And most of the time, the way I believe, anytime a man is not paying the rent, the food, the utilities, those are three things that are necessities. He's supposed to do that. Other than that, it's not even like I have a husband. It's more like a roommate. You know, we sit up there. You're my roommate. You're not paying all the bills. Oh, okay. So the way to keep a boy, let me tell you something. I know how to keep a boy. I'm not going to keep a boy. You see, I know how to keep a man. I know how to keep a man, but I haven't been with any. They're all boys. You keep a boy by letting them come in anytime they want to. You do the financial heavy lifting while they take their money and smoke it up or piping it up, gassing it, or, or sniffing heroin or shooting it up, whatever. That's where most of their money go, along with their one side piece and another side piece. Sure, he's going to stay with you because you're paying his bills. I know how to keep a boy. I mean, I don't know how to. No, I know how to keep a boy. I'm not going to keep a boy. He comes in whatever he wants to. You're doing the financial heavy lifting. He's got side pieces and cheating all over the place. You don't say nothing about it. Even if you do say something about it, it's not strong enough where he's going to have to make these necessary changes. Yeah. Because you don't make the changes, there's consequences, buddy. Let me show you the consequences. It's called, you see your stuff packed out there, look at the curb over there. That's you. Some women say they don't have, but make sure before you do this, like I said, make sure that you have a safety plan. Don't tell him nothing. Get that order of protection in place. Once you got that order of protection, the world is yours, baby. Because you don't have to wait no 30 days, squatter rights. He got squatter rights if he's been there 30 days. Don't let none of their mail come to the house. Tell them to get a P.O. box. Squatters' rights and all of this. Oh, hell no. The way to override, get an order of protection, call the police once they come in, whatever, they take him out that same day. He's not allowed to come back until he goes to court. They usually give you like a week or 2 weeks later, a court date. You show up at the court date. Well, first of all, when the cops come, the cops are going to tell him about the order of protection. You got to show up in court, dude, on this date. Okay? You got that? Okay, good. So that's usually a week or 2 weeks out. So that's 2 weeks. At least you got peace. Thank God Almighty. And then while the cops are there, you ask the cops, can you tell him to take his stuff before he, whatever, officer, because I don't feel safe with him. I really don't feel safe. But see, I'm fortunate because I got pictures of how he had bruised my face. I keep those pictures. All I got to do is show that. The judge is instantly on his butt. And I tell the judge, he makes a mockery out of the system, Your Honor. He feels that there's nothing you could do to him. He feels that the court system is a joke. Judges are a clown, foolish. He feels that he's untouchable. And Your Honor, I'd like for you to look at these pictures, and I show them the pictures of what he had did to my face. He messed my face up one time. He really did. He hit me in my face. And don't get it twisted now. You know Sheila True Love, the lion baby. I came back. It wasn't a beat. He didn't beat. It was a fight. You know, you have some women who they get beat. There ain't no fight in them. It was a fight. But anyway, that's what you do. You have to have that backup plan, honey. And don't start no dating, please. I beg you. And the reason why I'm repeating myself is because I'm hoping that you hear me. If you don't already have a backup plan in place, do you have any big brothers? Do you have any dudes on the street that you know they really care about you? Because every now and again you cook them a home-cooked meal. You have them come over to your house for a home-cooked meal. Whenever they need a little money, sometimes you shell them off some money. You tell them, yo, kid, this ain't no loan. You keep that. You know what I'm saying? But you know that if you call him for something, he's going to back you up. And that's what you have to do. So this dust mite, this vagina, I call them a vagina. You can sit around and put your hands on women. You crazy as hell. But make sure you have that backup plan, because they do come back around. As I just witnessed here. I'm looking at my terrace door right there. They come back, babe. They always do. It's up to you whether you decide to, I don't know, fall short, go back to that garbage. No, never go backwards, baby. Never. You're supposed to go forward. Always forward, 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 forward. There's a reason why. I think about that too. Anytime you're thinking about getting back with them, just go in your head and say, what was the reason why I left them? And focus on that. I think about how he was mean. He was abusive with my family. These are a bunch of Christians, man. They don't get no better than that. A family don't get no better than this. I mean, I could think about, there was like 3 times he almost got into a fight with my brother. Numerous times he was always trying to start trouble with my son, which that was a huge mistake, because he kept underestimating my son. Because my son is taught to respect his elders. My son was, raised that way. You don't disrespect your elders or whatever. But he took all that out of. He thought he was stupid as hell to do that one. Even my cat. You seen Ori? You seen Tika, Buka, Bika? He was mean to the cat. Wanted to take the food out of the cat's bowl. I remember all of these things. That's what I focus on. That's what makes me say, hell no, I will never go back to that nonsense. And he walked around the house like when my son was home. My son left home when he was 33, because that's what I wanted. I asked my kids to stay home until they're 30, because that's when you're a full-blown adult, as far as I'm concerned. You got parents out here, the kids hit 18, get the hell out, hurry up. But my kids would, no. But my son, he left, he was 30, but he was in school working 2 jobs. He got his master's degree. He's a counselor, social worker, a therapist right now. It wasn't like some kids who are older and they just sitting around playing video games. They don't work. No, my son was hardly ever home. He was never hardly here. Never. He just came here pretty much to throw his books somewhere, study. It was like that. He's not married. He didn't have no wife to go home to. The Bible says a man will leave his mother and father to stick to his wife. You ain't got no wife. Why the hell you leaving home? You already have somebody who got you. When you find a woman that you like, then you start to say, let me set up a house, let me get an apartment, a house, or whatever, get the car and everything in order. But now you ain't got no wife, so why leave home? That's stupid, because you can save money staying at home. But anyway, he was mean. He walked around the house with this mean-looking face. When him and I were alone in this house, I saw how it was. It was boring. 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 He walked around the house looking like, Dr. Seuss, that book, the way that guy looked on the front of his throat. He looked like Dr. Seuss, that green eggs and ham guy, his face was like, and then being Miss Jolly, Miss Bubbles and Champagne, I can pull him out of it sometimes. Most of the time I can pull him out of it, I just have to baby him a lot. Baby, rub his belly, cater to him, and all this. It's exhausting, really. I could make him. I could pull him out of all that crap. I think I could do things with him that other women can't do, because there's times he wants to lose it, and I know how to diffuse the situation. Other women don't know how to do that because they're all effed up in their head. But I know how to diffuse it with him. What else about him that would never make me? The sex was garbage, man. I've never had the cold. I don't know if you've ever had sex that's cold. Nah, I ain't going back for that. What else? Okay, if he was a good provider, maybe I'll say, well, at least he was cheap. He was stingy. He would spend money like water when it comes to dirty, nasty whores, prostitutes, people on Skid Row, anything that was dumb. I can't even come up with a word. But when it comes to spending money on your household, I ask them for money to contribute to. I need new curtains. I want to redecorate the house. I like to redecorate. every 6 months. When the summertime comes, I want to redecorate the house and the living. I want the kitchen, living room, bedroom, redecorate it, and the bathroom. I put new colors. I like that. I do that every 6 months. And then the winter time comes, it's time to redecorate again. That's what I like to do if I have the money. I'm asking him for money to help go towards the household. I'm not asking for money to go out there drinking and drugging and being promiscuous and being a sleaze bucket and all that crazy nonsense they got going on out there. No, babe. This is your home. This is your castle. It should be beautiful. Anyway, long story, but honey, I kept focusing on all the rotten things that I experienced with this character, and then I did that list. The good side, the good things with him, the bad. It was more bad than good. It wasn't worth it. He's not worth it. He's not. But don't you ever, please ever think that narc ain't coming back, baby, because they always do. And you hope you do it like I did. B-I-T-C-H, vagina. You B-I-T-C-H, vagina. I just walked out. I was like, I'm out of here. You're going to sit up here. I never cheated on you, Sheila. While we was together, I was like, I'm out, dude. Deuces, dude. Really? Because now you sitting up here, you can piss me off because you're trying to insult my intelligence. I'd rather you smack the F out of me. Don't sit up there and try to treat me like I'm stupid. Anyway, tubies, I have more videos that I will be downloading today. And I will see you on the other side. And like I try to always say in my videos, you always have a choice. Please press the thumbs up if you like what you heard, or if you agree, or you can identify with where I'm coming from. Don't forget to subscribe, and please share the video. If it can prove to be helpful to other people, why not? This is Sheila True Love, truly loving you as always. You always have a choice. And until next time, my darlings, bye for now.